turn on shaders, things could look so bright. When you turn it off, it just looks empty. Looks like nothing. That's basically how things go. You put on an optimistic lens for whatever in life. Being optimistic makes everything so bright, so shiny, makes it feel like a lot of things could work out in the future. But that's why some people prefer to be realistic, for everything to be real. You look in a different way, turn off your filter. That's how you could come to know everything might not be a little everything everything may not be as in life. The more some people say, the harder you try, the less likely you'll get it, and it's understandable. Not really. No, but that's how life is. That's why in some moments everybody goes back to playing Minecraft and would rather just sit at the same spot, fishing and fishing until your inner heart is calm. Life is like a vast ocean. The ocean is big. It You could say it's infinitely big, even though we all know it's not. And the people would know just fishes. Maybe you like cod and you see cod. Maybe you'll want to fish for it. And then you'll try to have your fishing bait, something that could be appealing to your cod. Or maybe you'll try to hone your skills, hoping that when you catch a cod, you could fish it out. But sometimes when you put metaphors, there's something bad about it. It's that it's not very realistic, and it can't usually be as accurate as to describe things in life. Usually, people compare these to fishes and oceans, while some compare it to flowers, butterflies, and gardens. So understandable. It all makes sense. I think when we contemplate, here's like something we should know is that when we look back, things might seem cringe, things might seem corny, and you might even regret doing all of this. But without these silly things in life, you could never be you, because these are the things that makes you you, and what differs you from other people. Not all of your friends have done the same thing. Not a lot of, maybe not even celebrities or big figures, the wise people, could do the same thing too. But you didn't. That what separates you from everybody else. That's a good thing, because it shows that you have a different kind of courage. A courage that not everybody is willing to demonstrate, especially in this particular field. Just that when you put on shaders like these. Alright, this music is crazy. This is not it. The game just started playing a BGM when I'm contemplating about life. Oh my god. That's crazy, bro. Perfect timing. That's how thing is. How thing goes. You could show all kinds of actions of kindness. You could do anything you could do to benefit her and not you. You could even sacrifice financially. You could even do everything you don't want to do just for that one person. But does it all work out? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that's just how life is. And that's what we should all know. That's something that we know. But for some reason, we still do all of these silly things because we just have a delusion that maybe if there is a chance that everything works out. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. That's just how living is. Doing a lot of irrational things, and then when it fails, you think about it, you reflect, you contemplate, and that's an inevitable cycle of life. And essentially, this is also the essential cycle that makes everyone human, too. Obviously, some people would do things differently. Maybe like playing games 24/7 to try to forget everything. Or maybe they'd go read a book. Or maybe they just go to the gym and work out. Maybe release all of that pain. But that's the thing. Because we're all different. Even though we're all people, we're all humans. We all think differently. And that's also how nothing ever could work out for two people. For two people, it's impossible to share the same values. It's impossible to share the same hobbies. It's impossible to share a lot of things. Maybe you could have 1,000 things in common, 100,000 things in common, or even 1,000,000 things in common. But maybe it's just that one single thing that is different for the both of you. And it's that thing that makes this pair impossible. That's why sometimes people just decide to stare into the sun while fishing. Because in a world full of noise, full of emotions, full of pain, fishing while watching the sunsets gives everybody a sense of calm. Because it really feels like time slows down and there is space for you to accept reality and move on. But that's the thing. It's easier said than done. Is it that easy to move on? Is it that easy to go through everything that went wrong? Is it that easy to like forget everything? It's not. It's not that simple. You could see that in the night sky, everything. You look at the night sky, the stars are shining, they're bright. There's billions of stars, and there's the moon. Maybe this person looks like the brightest, the largest, the brightest star in the sky, and you just want to chase it. You just want to grab it. You just want to fucking take it. You just want to take everything for yourself. But like, when would that ever work? Maybe that's how astronomers discovered the constellations, because they really wanted to materialize it. They wanted to earn it. They wanted to make it their own. And then we can see how bright the moon is and the sun is. Well, that's why when the sun comes up, it just overshines all of the stars. That sun is possibly the worst thing that could ever exist for moments like these. But maybe it's something good, because the sun lets you forget. The sun lets is a medium for you to put your focus on something else. And so does the moon. Except the moon allows you to see the stars too. It's not as selfish as the sun. That's why a lot of people prefer the moon over the sun. My mouse died. Perfect. Now I can't do perfect Minecraft commentary now. It's horrible. And that's how life is. My mouse died. Nothing goes well. But just have to learn to accept it. We need to accept our mistakes. We need to learn our flaws. We need to accept all of these and become a better person. Now we just have to wait for my mouse to charge. Staring at this whale. Like, maybe maybe this is why people jump into the ocean after things go wrong. It's so they could see fish. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, when we have such limited time, when we have such limited time, how do we know that these are the things we need? These are the things. This is how we end. And how 这是 horrible. This is making the immersiveness. This is lose this audio this
马来西亚的华人会点啊。
Addy is making this immersiveness like it's not the
No.
immersiveness is gone.
Well, I can move
All
you
right,
to a single VC for
My
a week to
bad,
do it.
but I need to snap you
it's
out of it, you
okay.
know? You
It's
can't be
okay.
in this state forever.
It's
Someone buy
true.
me creatine.
Obviously, when things like these happen, you resort to one. A lot of people resort to comparison, even though they know comparison is something that makes all people unhappy. You could say that some people have it worse, or maybe some people have it better. But in the end, when you're in the middle, you can't essentially feel anything. Do you feel a sense of greatness? Do you feel a sense of pain? No,
Just get a cat.
not really. I think one thing that makes the current situation worse is definitely the existence of the internet. That's why we are all here. For 8 billion people to share what you've gone through, to share what you've been through to 8 billion people, to share experiences and lessons so that the next 8 billion people would not experience it. But the thing is, because humans are irrational, that's why even when they know it shouldn't work, they still do it because, as I said, delusion is a strong power. When you have delusion, you think you're at the top of the world, and you have delusion, you think everything could work out. I think Murphy is right. When things can go wrong, it will go wrong. Maybe that's why it exists in the first place. Murphy's Law. Obviously, when you have butterflies in your stomach, the other person wouldn't know. Take it seriously. You try your best to accommodate to her best to be the greatest person you could ever be. You try to show the best of you. But sometimes a lot of people see this more annoying than grateful, being grateful. They could think that for someone to do this for them, it's much, they don't feel grateful. Instead, they question about it. They wonder, why are they doing this for me? Why are they doing this for me specifically instead of any other person in the world? When you when they know at least 100 people, why them specifically?
Oh my god, drive feet pick.
But that's just what we do. We gamble. The reason why people go to casinos because they think when they gamble what they have, they gamble all their things. They could end up winning. They could end up gaining something from it. But what are the odds? Going in a relationship, it's like going all or nothing in a casino. And you know, as they say, the house always wins. That's why you will always lose. You could think it that way. But I know maybe currently I'd have these kinds of emotions, have these kinds of thoughts, but eventually, a month later, or maybe even closer to a week later, I might have different emotions. I might start to feel that delusion again. But that's just how being a human is. We're never perfect. No one is perfect. You could look well, you could be smart, you could look beautiful, you could look handsome. But even when you have all of these qualities, you might never be the one that she wants at the end of the day. Maybe we could just be sunflowers instead of focusing on the dark sky. We just look forward to the sun. Wherever the sun rises, we look towards it. When the moon rises, the stars shine. We choose to wait for dawn, wait for another chance where we could shine, where maybe everyone around you could learn to be learn to cherish you, maybe even protect you, hang out with you, or maybe go on a date together. That's why sunflowers are admirable. because no matter what they go through, no matter if they die, when they are rot, when they are withering, or when they are blossoming, we just always stare at the sun's direction because all they focus is how their brightness of their future instead of the inevitable darkness they will face. Maybe one night, 2 nights, or maybe infinite cycles of nights. But they'll, in the end, they'll always wait for the sun to rise. Because it's just like life. We might face hundreds of dark days, but if we focus on that one bright, if we focus on that one bright day when the sun is shining as beautiful as it can get, you just be a lot more happier. And that's why a lot of people choose to be optimistic despite all of these
You want to
circumstances,
meet a different girl?
all of these
Do you want to
adversities.
meet another girl to change your brain a bit? You know,
Girl.
I can set you up. I promise you, I'm serious.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I don't take e-girls.
Not what the? He doesn't even play any games.
I guess, man.
He's never gonna date someone Valor. Guys cannot date someone from Valor. No. Cannot. That's weird.
Veteran is a red
No,
flag.
she's like same age as you. You know, she can't. She has a job already. You know, no, it's just a part-time.
Isn't that child labor?
Part time is still a job. No, it's not. Like she actually earns money. She probably earns more than you.
Dude, don't even have a job.
And you know, she's very pretty. You know, she does modeling.
Like, that's the thing. You know, there are definitely better flowers, better fishes, better,
Yeah,
a lot of better alternatives. But
Look here, I'm
come here,
about to
now
fall
was like
asleep.
more.
if you want to, just want that one specific flower, you just want that one thing, just want
Specific.
that one specific person. But
But you're too specific.
Does she hoop?
fair, fair, fair. 你 Insta 是什么啊？
that's just how life
那给别的，
is.
给别的。
I a lot.
哎，
I know.
你看过这个 brand 叫
Is
Lafada？
heartbreak is
哦，AKA。
definitely
嗯，
optional.
什么？我 brand？
But
Makeup。
when these feelings
A
come
lot
and
of people
go,
say it's good, but I don't know.
can you really ignore it?
嗯，可是我不知道。No